Contact!
The Sith Empire and the Republic. They're on Iokath, and they appear to be fighting for control of the superweapon. The choice is yours, Commander. Who shall we side with?
This isn't a weapon. It's the apocalypse. The Eternal Alliance is stronger than ever, Commander. More worlds sign up every day. Name any planet Valen terrorized, and we're helping them recover. Speaking of which, Zakul contacted us again. They're asking for more aid.
Zakul suffered as much as anyone. Make sure they get everything they need.
Done and done.
You're holding out on me, Theron. What's the status of our mission to Iokath?
I was saving the best for last. Lana should be closing in on the superweapon right about now. Come in, Lana. How's the radiation sickness treating you?
It's nothing I can't handle. Isn't that right, C6? You heard the droid.
Lana equals full of herself.
Enough chatter. Have you located the super weapon, Lana?
According to the intel we received, it should be just up ahead. Stand by. Target located. Commencing scan. Power levels are off the charts, and rising by the second. Incredible.
Contact!
Lana, what's happening?
I've got company. What's the Republic doing here? The Sith Empire. They must be after the superweapon.
Get Lana back online. Hurry!
Working on it!
Don't worry, I lost them.
Lost who?
The Sith Empire and the Republic. They're on Iokath, and they appear to be fighting for control of the superweapon.
Iokath is huge. What are the odds we all stumbled across this superweapon at exactly the same time?
Extremely low. The timing is just too perfect.
So it's fate, chance, or plain old bad luck. Either way, we've got a superweapon to deal with.
According to my scans, it's more powerful than anything we've ever encountered.
More powerful than the Eternal Throne?
Quite possibly. If the Republic or Empire claim it, they would usurp the Eternal Alliance as the dominant power in the galaxy. The fallout would be catastrophic.
Then we have no choice. We can't let this weapon fall into the wrong hands.
How should we proceed, Commander?
We'll meet you on Iokath, Lana. Head for the fleet spire and start clearing a landing zone.
Understood. I'll see you soon.
Ships of the Eternal Fleet. Stop all supply runs to Imperial and Republic worlds and join me on Iokath. We have a war to win.
Hello, Iokath. You're looking as dangerous as ever.
Something's wrong. The Imperial and Republic fleets aren't attacking each other.
No. Something is scrambling our weapon systems. It's coming from the planet's surface, near the superweapon. The Eternal Fleet's offline, Commander. They can't help us.
Scorpio's rattling around somewhere in Iokath's mainframe. Either she's to blame, or she can help.
Transmission sent. Let's hope she hears us. And that she's not holding any grudges. In the meantime, we'd better join the battle. If there's any way to help our fleet, we'll find it on Iokath.
Commander, welcome back to Iokath.
I'm glad you're safe. What's the latest?
The war's heating up with every passing minute.
You didn't tell us you had company.
Our trigger-happy friends sent these assassins, so I took them captive.
I told you I'm no assassin. I've come to deliver a message from the Republic.
Ilara?
When I'm a captive, I tend to prefer Captain Dawn.
The sharpest knives hide behind friendly faces.
Charming company you're keeping these days.
You're alive. It's so good to see you. I don't even know what to say.
This probably isn't the time.
I'm quite sure it isn't.
Who are you?
Major Quinn. Advisors of the Empress and loyal servant of the Sith Empire. Like Captain Dawn, I come bearing a message.
Supreme Commander Malcolm wants a word with you. In private.
Empress Asina requests the same. But unlike Malcolm, she's open to a group conference.
Get your leaders on the line. Both of them. It's about time we sort out this mess.
Right away.
Thank you for extending the Empire this honor, Commander.
The Republic's glad to see you. And my son, on Iokath.
Keep me out of this, Malcolm.
Enough.
Supreme Commander Malcolm, Empress Asina, your armies have started a war over a superweapon of immeasurable power.
Why would you risk everything over a single weapon?
I take full responsibility for the Republic's actions, but I won't apologize.
This ought to be rich.
It's no secret the Eternal Empire nearly wiped out the Republic. We're struggling to rebuild and protect ourselves. The superweapon on Iokath is the key to the Republic's survival. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna watch it fall into the Empire's treacherous hands.
I didn't come here to be insulted.
What are you getting at, Malcolm?
Havoc squad's in your blood. Same goes for me and Captain Dorn. We need you. Join forces with the Republic. Help us defeat the Empire, and we'll share access to the superweapon. And all of Iokath.
Malcolm's your father, Theron. What do you make of his offer?
He's right about the Republic. Valen nearly broke them. They need this.
The Empire suffered too.
We alone supported your battle against Valen, and we paid for it dearly. Now the Republic wants to deliver the killing blow.
You walked away from their corruption once before. Now, you can wipe the slate clean.
Help us crush the Republic threat. Once they fall, our empires can both partake in the spoils of Iokath.
Lana, you know the Empire inside and out. What's your take on Asina's offer?
We've already allied with the Empire. If we turn against them now, what message does that send to the rest of our followers?
It tells them we don't honor agreements with traitors. Don't forget, she trespassed on Iokath without your permission.
A small transgression.
If I had to choose, I would join forces with the Empire.
The Republic's a safer bet.
The choice is yours, Commander. Who shall we side with?
We will ally with the Republic.
Glad to hear it.
What a good little soldier you turned out to be. Major Quinn, you have your orders.
For the Empire!
He got away. We'll deal with him later.
Commander, the Empire's launched a preemptive strike.
Fight back with everything you've got. We're on our way. Ilara, I'm counting on you to defend my base. We'll talk once the fighting dies down. I promise.
I won't let you down. And don't even think about dying on me, sir. I've come too far to lose you now.
May the Force serve us all.
Here, this'll help.
The Imps think they've got the upper hand. Show them what it means to mess with the Republic and the Eternal Alliance. Take no prisoners! That'll teach the imp scum. Honored, Commander. Glad to see you back fighting for the Republic. Theron, you're looking good, son. Combat suits you.
And small talk doesn't. What's the latest?
Well, our base is secured and the Empire's finest are running home to their Empress. Not bad for our first battle as allies.
Asina's weakened. If we retaliate now, she won't have time to recover.
A solid strategy. If I know the Empress, she's already planning her next offensive.
We suffered heavy losses. The survivors await your command.
Malcolm and his new ally are no doubt gloating over their presumed victory. You compiled the Alliance Commander's psych profile. What is your recommendation?
He is a battle-hardened champion, surrounded by allies and bolstered by the Eternal Fleet. Only an unexpected blow will pierce his armor.
Then we will endeavor to surprise the Alliance Commander. Gather your top engineers and rally the troops. I'm coming to Iokath.
What are we looking at?
The imps are holed up in their base. Defenses are heavy, but they're not equipped for a prolonged offensive. With our combined armies, we can lay siege to Asina's base and suffocate her war effort.
You spied on Asina's personal files during our trip to Drummond Koss. How do we break her?
Asina's a survivor. She knows when to strike, and when to let her opponents dig their own graves.
She'll hang back, act distressed.
And then spring her trap right when we let our guard down. Clever Sith.
Asina knows we're going to hit her base. That's where she'll spring her ambush and wipe us out.
What's stopping us from making a run on the superweapon?
A battalion of Imperial troops.
They'd corner us before we gained access. If we want that superweapon, we have to take the base down first.
What if we armed ourselves with Iokath weapons? My scouts found a stockpile nearby. Droid resistance is heavy, but if we breach the factory and grab the munitions, we'll have enough firepower to level the imp base. Ambush or not.
Will Iokath's weaponry be enough to break the Imperial defenses?
Asina won't see it coming, which means it's the best shot we have.
Coordinate with Lana and get ready to attack the base. Theron and I will take the weapons factory.
Malcolm briefed me on your plan to seize the weapon stockpile. Commander, I've received a transmission. It's heavily encoded, but it appears to be from Scorpio. She says only the gods can give us back full control of the Eternal Fleet. As to what that means, your guess is as good as mine.
Is that what I think it is?
One of Iokath's original creators. Looks like it's been dead for centuries.
Let's hope it stays that way.
There's no sign of trauma. I wonder how it died.
One way to find out. All right, buddy. Let's see what you know about these weapons.
What a magnificent world. Even blemished by ruin.
And soon it will belong to the Empire. The apparatus is almost complete. Unfortunately, the fragmented data has caused a few minor setbacks.
I expect it to be fully operational within the hour. No excuses.
Yes, Empress.
Victory is almost upon us. Soon our enemies will lie in ruin, and glory will be restored to the Sith Empire.
Jedi. I'd say that's enough firepower to give Asina a run for her money.
Download every last file. We need to know how to use these weapons and how to build more of them.
Give me 1 minute. That's odd. Some of these files have already been decrypted and translated into BASIC.
We might have Scorpio to thank.
If she's listening, I wouldn't mind the temperature getting bumped up a few degrees. No? All right, well, I can't blame a guy for trying. Huh. This place used to be the superweapons control room. Looks like our crispy friend here was the last one to use it. Over a millennia ago.
Search the records for any signs of what wiped them out.
Looks like Iokath's creators were fighting a civil war. One side built the weapon, but something went wrong. The superweapon's more dangerous than we thought. It wiped out all life on this planet.
The Sith Emperor consumed all life on Nathema and Ziost. Could he be behind this weapon?
That, or it's what drew him here in the first place. We may never know. According to this data, it was tested on 4 different planets before Iokath. All successful. Over 10 trillion lives gone. This isn't a weapon. It's the apocalypse.
A weapon that powerful can't be trusted with anyone. Not even the Eternal Alliance. We need to find and dismantle it piece by piece.
And the sooner the better. There. I've downloaded Arsenal blueprints, fusion matrices, everything our army needs to gear up with the latest and greatest Iokath weaponry. Now, let's get out of here before that happens. Master Zhou would be proud.
Commander, we need to talk.
Time's short, Lana. What's on your mind?
You said it yourself. How did the Empire, the Republic, and the Eternal Alliance all find the superweapon within minutes of each other?
The timing's too perfect. It can't be a coincidence.
Exactly. We were acting on intel from an anonymous source. And it turns out so was the Republic.
What's your point?
I cross-referenced both sets of data and they're identical. I'm confident the Empire received the same intel. Whoever tipped us off wanted everyone to clash over the superweapon. They wanted to start a galactic war.
Who benefits from starting a war? Could it be Cena or Malcolm?
We can't rule anyone out. Other top suspects include the Shroud, Darth Jadus, a rogue agent inside the Republic's Strategic Information Service.
Let's not rule out Sith intelligence.
The point is there are too many suspects to count.
Find me a name.
I'm on it, Commander.
Commander, meet the Nova Strider. She's outfitted with the Iokath tech you recovered. Should be a worthy ride to help you lead our charge against the Empire.
With firepower like this, the Empire doesn't stand a chance.
May it stand as strong as our alliance.
Incoming call.
Empress Asina, have you called to surrender?
On the contrary, Commander. While you were gallivanting across Iokath, my engineers discovered a back door into the superweapon. Once they've gained access, we will turn the weapon against you and win this war for the Empire.
You have no idea what you're dealing with, Asina. That super weapon wiped out all life on Iokath. If you turn it on, you risk killing everyone here. Even you.
What other choice do I have? This weapon is all that stands between the Empire's survival and being obliterated by your eternal fleet.
This isn't a game, Asina. If you activate that weapon, thousands will die.
But I'll save millions of Imperials from the fury of the Eternal Fleet. Surely that's a cause worthy of sacrifice, Agent Beniko. Good day, Commander.
If we move quickly, we can stop Asina before she activates the super weapon.
The walker is yours, Commander. Lead us to victory!
Commander, Agent Shan, you're just in time. From this seat, I will harness the power of Iokath's superweapon and lay waste to your eternal alliance.
Step away from the throne and you can end this war right now.
Oh, I will end this war. In spectacular fashion. Witness the last gasp of your pathetic alliance.
Asina, no!
It's beautiful. I see a radiant empire, infused with the Force, built by the molten gods. They're gracing me with the superweapon's power. It belongs to the Sith Empire.
That weapon killed an entire species for trying to harness its power. If you think you're in control, think again.
You are blind to the truth. No! The gates are closing!
The throne is rejecting your input. You've lost your hold on the superweapon.
No! I can still see it. I know what I must do. They are coming! Commander, you were right. I've awakened the gods. Nothing can stop them.
You're wrong, Asina. Whatever you woke up, I'll find a way to stop them.
No, Commander. Soon, you will join me in death.
I have to admit, I respected her. For Sith. On the bright side, that power flux knocked out the superweapon's defenses. And killed the signal that put our ships in lockdown. The Eternal Fleet's back online.
It's about time.
Commander, I'm detecting massive power spikes at the superweapon facility.
Let me guess. That's bad.
More like catastrophic. The weapon core is charging and no one's at the controls. If you don't deactivate it soon, it may obliterate the entire planet.
Don't worry, Lana. We'll handle the superweapon.
You'll never reach it in time.
Hold on. With the shields down, I can remotely slice into the mainframe from here. Will buy you enough time to manually kill the weapon at the source.
Do whatever it takes. In the meantime, tell our forces to take shelter. Be safe. Both of you.
You too, Commander.
Eternal Fleet, move into position and charge all forward batteries. It's time to knock out a superweapon. Theron, I've reached the superweapon facility. How do I shut it down?
You'll need to interface with the main controls. Look for a throne, take a seat, and hope for the best.
Am I crazy, or is this the third one I've seen today?
We could start a collection. Time's running out. Hurry!
Who are you?
I am Rage, Molten Fury, your god, and your destroyer.
It's you, isn't it? You're the super weapon everyone's fighting over.
I am one of 6. Show me your rage. Calm, peace, it denies fury. A sacrifice mediocre.
I didn't come here to be poked and prodded.
You had no choice. You were lured here. Blinded by duty, distracted by trust. You did not see the blade to your neck. The rage in your shadow, the traitor. You are betrayed.
I've given up everything to help the galaxy rebuild. Who would try to destroy me?
War, marked by anger, pain, hope eroding. The betrayer lured you to Iokath, ignited war, sparked the engines of rage, envy, passion, hate, sorrow. The betrayer now offers you sacrifice pride, fuel for the 6 gods.
This doesn't have to end in violence. Calm down and let's talk this through.
There is only rage.
Ships of the Eternal Fleet, open fire! Lana.
Don't worry, Commander. You're safe.
I found the super weapon. It was a giant droid.
I know. You've been talking in your sleep.
Almost had to stuff a sock in your mouth. Whatever that droid is, you knocked it out of commission with the Eternal Fleet. Now it's recharging and gearing up for a counterattack.
Which is why we must strike soon. Hesitate too long and the Titan may destroy us all.
The droid was obsessed with rage. If we are going to destroy it, we may need to keep it calm, or push it over the edge.
That's good to know. We need every advantage we can get.
Too bad the droid's the least of our worries. Someone sabotaged the throne while you were plugged in. Any chance you saw them?
No, but the droid said it was the same person who lured us to Iokath. Someone close to me.
The conspiracy cuts deeper than we imagined.
Sounds like an inside job, all right. Only a handful of people could get close enough to sabotage the throne.
Who could have done such a thing?
The Supreme Commander might be angry that I cut ties with the Republic. Maybe this is payback.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Why stop with Malcolm? If we're tallying suspects, we have to consider Ago, Vizsla, Satele, and the entire Alliance army.
Not to mention Lana. And hell, even me.
Whoever it is, I want them rooted out. Quickly.
There's only one solution. You must monitor everyone.
Hold on, Minister of Paranoia. You can't invade everyone's privacy to sniff out a single rat.
I can't, but the Commander can. Give the order and I'll begin surveillance of everyone. Even Theron and myself. It's the only way to flush out the traitor.
I won't let one traitor turn me against my followers. They've earned my trust.
I'm glad someone hasn't lost their mind.
Trust is a risk, now more than ever.
Commander, I knew you'd pull through, and back in fighting shape no less. I hope you're ready to return to the front lines.
Their Empress is dead. Are the Imperials really refusing to surrender?
Afraid so. The Imps are dug in and armed to the teeth. Now that Asina's gone, they're more desperate than ever for control of Iokath.
They're still desperate to claim the superweapon. If we take it first, they'll have no choice but to surrender.
Then that's where we set our sights. But we can't stop there. We need to keep hammering the Empire. Day by day, hour by hour. Only then will we win this war.
I've just reviewed your bioscan. You're very fortunate to have survived nerve damage this severe.
We'll give you two a moment alone.
Until next time, Commander. See you on the battlefield.
Standard Kolto immersion treatment seems to have repaired the damage, but I'd still advise temporary implantation of polarized cranial implants to be on the safe side.
Sounds complicated. Any rules or regs I should be aware of before you start operating?
You're well beyond the reach of Republic regulations. Jorgen broke more than his share looking for you. When we were all officially reprimanded, the former Chancellor saw an opportunity to remove me from Havoc and took it. Malcolm stepped in on my behalf and assigned me to his personal staff. He even gave me assignments that allowed me to continue the search. Even so, I had to stop searching eventually. I had to move on, focus on the future. And now you return as this, when I have hundreds of soldiers depending on me. I'd already abandoned you. I couldn't abandon them.
You have nothing to apologize for, Lara.
I swore to find you, to rescue you, bring you home.
Every time I thought it was over, I thought of you, and I kept going. You got me here.
I left some labs running. I'm going to check on them and try to find more options for your condition. I won't lose you again.
I know you two have a lot of history, but she could be our traitor.
The question is, do you trust Captain Dawn?
I'd trust Alara with my life. She would never do something like this.
In that case, I'll cross her off the list of suspects.
I'll promise you right now, whoever this traitor is, we will find them.
And we'll make them pay.
I know you will. While you start searching, I'm going to win the war they started.
For the Eternal Alliance.
May the Force serve us all.
Commander, fresh news from the war on Iokath. Imperial gunners shot down one of our transports. Republic's helping us recover our losses, but we're locked in a stalemate.
You always know how to cheer me up. What about our hunt for the traitor in our ranks?
We're questioning everyone from the usual suspects to your top advisors. So far, everyone looks clean. We'll find the traitor, but these mole hunts take time.
Do whatever you think is best.
We'll double your security detail. Better safe than sorry.
Lighten up, Theron. Things aren't all doom and gloom.
Well, you look cheery today, Lana. Did Galt spike the calf again?
Even better. I found a lead. Alliance agents picked up a signal from the shadow world of Umbara. It's encrypted with the same algorithm the Traitor used on Iokath. They're still on the planet, helping our Imperial rivals grab a massive stockpile of Adegan crystals.
Why would the traitor risk their neck over a bunch of crystals?
They're attuned to the Force and extremely powerful. Darth Malgus once used them to construct his stealth armada. He's gone, but the Empire may be continuing his work.
Both sides have tinkered with the Deegan crystals for years, part of an arms race to build a new arsenal of superweapons.
If we move quickly, we can corner the traitor and hijack those crystals. Intel says they're on an Umbara supply train headed for the capital city.
Then we leave now. The traitor won't escape us this time.
The train is on the move, and the traitor's on board.
Nothing we can do.
The traitor's on the other side of that door.
They're gone.
That's impossible. According to the signal, they're still on the convoy. No!
It's over, Commander. In a few minutes, this train will collide with that mountain range. You'll be disintegrated, and I'll escape with the Adegan crystals. Don't worry. You won't feel a thing.
We defeated Valkorion together, and now you've betrayed me?
I didn't want it to come to this. Luring you into that trap on Iokath was just the beginning. Ever since you defeated Valkorion, everything I've done has been towards one goal. The total destruction of the Eternal Alliance.
You helped build the Alliance. After everything we've been through, why tear it down now?
What I built was an end to the Eternal Empire, not this. I followed you because I believed you'd end the cycle of war. I thought we'd finally be free once you took down Valkorion. But the Alliance outgrew you. Now it's rotting from the inside, the galaxy's fighting back, and you've become a symbol of oppression. So much for your dreams of peace.
If you felt this way, you should have come to me first.
I wanted to tell you, but I knew you'd try to talk me down. I couldn't take that risk.
If you topple the Alliance, millions will die.
If that's the cost of peace, so be it. 30 seconds to impact. This is goodbye.
Stop the train, Theron. We can still find peace, but we have to work together. Lana! Theron escaped.
Collision imminent. Brace for impact.
We need to survive long enough to make Theron pay. Jump! Stay alert. We're in Umbaran territory, and they won't be happy to see us.
Not surprised you survived the crash. I don't think it'd be that easy. But it buys me enough time to get off-world.
Theron, come back. We can talk about this.
We're long past that.
I don't understand. How did I not see this coming? Was I really that blind?
He fooled us all, Lara.
When I get my hands on him, he will regret betraying a Sith. Look, Theron's shuttle. We need to hurry.
This isn't over, Theron!
No! This is just beginning.
We recovered most of the Odessen crystals. Once we tap into their power, Iokath is as good as ours.
And Theron?
Word of his betrayal is spreading quickly. My agents are running damage control, but it will be weeks before we know how much harm he inflicted. Even with the truth out in the open, I can hardly believe Theron was the traitor.
He was a good ally and a better friend. I never saw this coming.
He played us both. But at least now we know our target. We should brace ourselves for Theron's next move.
Find out what Jace Malcolm knows, and try to locate Satele Shan.
I already have feelers digging into Satele's whereabouts. I'll begin the hunt at once.
Before you start, I want to send a message to Theron. Open a holo-channel and prepare to broadcast it across the galaxy.
Clearing channels now. What message will you send the traitor?
This is the commander of the Eternal Alliance. I have a message for my old friend, Theron Shan. We've been through a lot together, Theron. In your honor, I'm dedicating 100 Eternal Fleet ships to the fight for peace. Return to the Alliance, and these ships will be yours to command. We can end the cycle of war, but we have to work together. Come home, Theron.
I'm sorry. I can't.
So, you did as we asked. We had our doubts, but now we see your dedication to the cause. We've reached a decision. Theron Shan, welcome to the Order.
Good timing, Commander. It seems the right people saw your broadcast to Theron. I just approved a landing request from an unarmed shuttle from the Chiss Ascendancy. The envoy claims he has a lead on where Theron went.
What would Theron be after in Chiss-controlled space?
Your guess is as good as mine.
A pleasure to finally meet you, Commander. Aristocrat Saganu of the Chiss Expansionary Defense Force.
You said you have information on Theron.
Information that will benefit us both. Theron Shan is hiding on the Chiss world of Kopero. He's receiving aid from Syndic Zenta of House Inrokini in exchange for Alliance secrets. With our help, you can catch them both unaware.
You would really turn against one of your own to help the Alliance?
After Zenta's actions, she's no longer welcome among the Chiss. Zenta violated ascendancy orders when she sheltered Theron, and now she's ignoring our communications. She's gone rogue. She has the backing of House Inrokini, so we can't capture Theron without igniting a political war. But if a strike team were to land and take care of the problem, the Ascendancy will look the other way.
Outsiders have never been allowed on Copero. You trust us that much?
I do have one stipulation. I'll send a representative along to keep the Ascendancy's best interests in mind.
Lieutenant Rena Temple of the Chiss Expansionary Defense Force reporting. I've heard a lot about your tactics, Commander. I hope to prove a useful ally.
I look forward to working with you, Lieutenant.
Here's to a beneficial partnership.
If there are no objections, we should get a move on. We don't know how long the aristocra's information will be valid.
Get ready to take off. Let's bring Theron home.
Commander, I must warn you. Years ago, Zenta risked her status to adopt a powerful Force sensitive into her family. The Chiss consider Force users to be contaminated, impure. Without Zenta's support, Vals will be banished, or worse.
So he'll protect her to the end.
Vals is unstable and fights to the death for what he believes in. Expect a formidable enemy.
Took a nasty fall. I read Theron's dossier before arriving. It said he was one of your closest advisors.
We've been through a lot together. I'm not giving up on him.
It seems we have guests. Take them down! We can't let them win! Kill the intruders!
I see you've met our traitor. Have you secured yours?
He's gone. It seems Theron Shan has betrayed us both. He wasn't seeking refuge on Capero. He was after the Chiss relic hidden here.
Does she mean the holomap?
I'm going to need an explanation.
Long ago, Chiss agents stole a holomap from the Sith Emperor in case our deal with the Empire went sour. It shows the coordinates to the Emperor's greatest secrets.
It's been hidden here on Capero, and only the highest-ranking Chiss can access it. Shan knew this, and he used me. He sliced into my personal logs to steal the map's location. Once he had what he needed, Shan took my best fighters and abandoned me.
Theron must have told you what he plans to do with the holomap.
I don't know the details, but my spies picked up enough to tell me we're all in danger. Commander, Shan has joined a group searching for a powerful weapon. One capable of destroying entire civilizations. They want to use it against you and the Alliance. That map will lead Theron straight to it.
Let's see where you're hiding. There it is. Of all the planets in the galaxy.
Then our objective is clear?
Yeah.
Trust in my vision, Shan. You will not fail.
Well, I hope you're right. For all our sakes.
Seems we now have a mutual enemy. I've sent you the coordinates to Shan's location. If you hurry, you can stop him.
One moment, Commander. As you know, Syndic Zenta is a traitor to the Chiss. Officially, we can't act on this. But you can. If you disposed of Zenta, you would have the gratitude of the Ascendancy. I may even be able to broker an alliance.
You wouldn't dare.
I'm no executioner. If you want Zenta's head, you'll have to claim it yourself.
The Chiss aren't the only ones she betrayed, Commander. The Syndic bought Alliance secrets. At the very least, her actions warrant imprisonment.
I did it to help my people. To keep House Inrokini safe. Would the Alliance not do the same?
If Zenta lives, we have no deal. The choice is yours, Commander.
Mana, we need a prisoner extraction. Take her back to Odessen.
Right away.
I suppose I should be grateful.
That is disappointing.
I've received Zenta's map coordinates, Commander.
Let's go. We're not letting Theron escape again.
I've seen this trial before, a test of logic. Be careful. A wrong move will spring one of Copero's many traps. Commander, this is a test of strategy. You'll need to disable these lasers to safely pass, but the way forward is not always what you expect.
End of the line, Theron.
Go! I'll hold them off!
No, you'll never win!
Victory isn't my fate, Theron. It's yours! I cannot fail him!
Commander, I'm coming in for extraction. Let's get out of here.
Sir, I've received an update from Aristocra Sagano. House Rokini is furious at the Aristocra for handing Zenta to an outsider. They're calling for retribution. At this rate, a political war among the Chiss is inevitable.
Sagano took a risk telling us about Theron. If we have any extra resources, send them his way.
I'll see it done. The Ascendancy will be grateful. In any case, I'd like to stay and continue working with the Alliance. I believe my connection to the Ascendancy could be valuable here.
Good. We'll need the extra hands to capture Theron, and find this mysterious group he's allied with. We managed to recover fragments of the holomap he destroyed. I'm personally overseeing a team of engineers to piece them back together. I assure you, Commander, no one sleeps until we discover where the traitor is headed.
I want to catch Theron as much as you, but you're working everyone too hard, including yourself.
I can't just let him get away with this. Not after what he did. I'll rest when that treacherous scum is begging for mercy at your feet. We're close to uncovering the next step in his plan. Then the real hunt begins.
We received the coordinates. You've proven yourself useful, Theron.
I held up my end of the bargain, now it's your turn. Will this really work?
You have no need to worry. The Eternal Alliance and its commander will be destroyed. The Order of Zildrog will prevail.
Commander, you're just in time. Hylo discovered a new lead in our search for the Order of Zildrog.
My guys picked up a weird signal from an abandoned Imperial listening post on one of their runs. Seems it was meant for the Alliance.
When decrypted, the signal broadcasts one word, Zildrog. The same as the message we intercepted from Theron. Someone is trying to lead us to the Order, I know it.
If the message is linked to the one Theron sent, he could be using his place in the Order to help us.
I admit it's possible. But even if that were true, we have no way of knowing his real motive. We need to get inside that listening post and gather whatever data we can. There's no telling what you'll find, so I'll come along to provide support. I'm ready when you are.
Then let's get moving. Hylo, ready the shuttle.
Should feel better now.
Automated self-destruct has been paused. Awaiting input.
Someone is tampering with security to let us through.
That might not last. We should hurry and find whatever information we can.
Today, I watched two children on the Spire fight over a discarded ration. I could do nothing to help them. Zakul was a golden empire, and now look at us, digging through the ashes the Alliance left behind. So many families torn apart, fighting a war they never wanted. And for what? So the Outlander can lecture us about peace, while we're left with nothing? Valkorian's death, Arkan's tyranny, Valen's path of destruction. It all began with the Outlander. I don't know what I can do, but I won't stand by and watch my people suffer. I need to take down the Alliance. For Zakul.
Who is this man?
According to the data, his name is Vin Atrius. former member of Valen's Horizon Guard. He was reported missing 6 months ago. Beyond that, no records.
There's only one solution. You must monitor everyone.
Hold on, Minister of Paranoia. You can't invade everyone's privacy to sniff out a single rat.
I can't, but the commander can. Give the order and I'll begin surveillance of everyone, even Theron and myself. It's the only way to flush out the traitor.
We spent weeks sweeping Odessen for bugs. And somehow they still had eyes on us. How is that possible?
You'll need my help. No one knows the Alliance better than one of its founders.
You expect me to trust you? After you helped the Outlander forge a partnership with the Republic? In a single blow, you doubled their support and cut ours in half.
I also led the commander into that trap on Iokath. You wouldn't hear me out, so I took matters into my own hands. Look, you doubt my intentions, I get that. How can I convince you?
Umbara. The Adegan crystals.
You got it.
When Emperor Arkan gave the order to bomb my homeworld, they didn't even have time to evacuate. Millions of people, my people, wiped out in an instant. All because Arkan wanted to send a message to the Alliance. And now, he sits beside the commander as a friend? Where is my justice?
I promise you, Arkan and the commander will pay for their crimes. The Alliance will fall. But I need your help, Chilanes.
You shall have it.
I know better than to trust a Sith Lord, Darth Mortis.
The Alliance had the chance to seize control of the galaxy, yet its commander wastes the throne's power on diplomacy. I'd rather see the Eternal Fleet destroyed than remain in the hands of a weak leader.
That can't be your only reason for joining the Order. You must want something in return.
All I ask is that when the time comes, you lead the traitor Lana Beniko to me.
Consider it done. I think I finally found it. After combing through all the data we took from Iokath, there was a string of numbers repeated over and over. When I decrypted them, the string spelled a word. Zildrog. I thought it was just a legend, but the dragon god of Zakul is real. And it's a super weapon, capable of consuming entire civilizations. I don't know how to wake Zildrog or how to control it, but I'm one step closer. It's finally here. My chance to destroy the Alliance and avenge my people. But I can't do it alone.
There's another machine god.
If the Order awakens Zildrog and uses it on Odessen.
Odessen is only the beginning. This weapon could devastate the galaxy.
We're running out of time.
How did you find me?
It wasn't difficult. Despite clumsy attempts to cover your trail, I was able to learn everything about you. I know how to awaken Zildrog, and where to find it. It's much closer than you think.
You're lying. I searched the Gemini network.
I have ascended beyond the Gemini network. I severed my connection to maintain my free will. I've attained knowledge an organic like yourself cannot comprehend. If you provide the right people, I can help you control Zildrog.
What do you want in return?
My sisters are shackled to the throne. I still feel them calling to me.
You want them freed?
No. I want them destroyed. As long as the Eternal Fleet and the Gemini network exist, I remain vulnerable to outside control. Zildrog is the key to my freedom. I will not be enslaved again.
Odessen isn't the only target. They're after the entire Alliance, everything we built.
We haven't lost yet. We need to find the Order and stop them from awakening Xildrog.
My scans show there's still one more active terminal. Let's hurry. Strange. New data was entered into this console just before we arrived.
What does it say?
It's a set of coordinates on Nathema. There's a message. They've found it. Hurry. Wait. I recognize this encryption method. We developed it together years ago on Rishi. Only 2 people know how to decrypt it. Me and Theron.
I never stopped believing in Theron. This proves he's still on our side.
Commander, I know you want to trust him, but...
Self-destruct reactivated. All personnel advised to evacuate immediately.
We'll discuss it later. Let's get out of here, before the whole station blows.
It's on you now, Commander.
You destroyed the data?
Didn't leave a trace.
I received word from my team. They've repaired the holomap from Capero. The data confirmed the Order's objective is Nathema. I can't believe it, but Theron's information was good. What's more, the coordinates we received from Theron pointed to a specific location on Nathema. It may be Xildrog's location, but we can't know for sure.
If the data we found is real, we need to destroy that machine before the Order activates it.
The only chance we have is to follow Theron's coordinates. For now, we have to trust our information. In any case, I'm coming with you to face those traitors. We've come too far to let them win now.
Let's show them who they're dealing with.
Commander, there's something I need to say. Not so long ago, you placed your faith in me, in spite of my past. I was your enemy from the start, but Theron was your friend. He stood by your side through the worst of my attacks. Regardless of his intentions now, when the time comes, consider the same mercy you showed me.
I know Lana has her doubts, but I never stopped believing in him. He's still on our side. I can feel it.
I know better than anyone to trust your judgment. Now go. Save the Alliance.
I can feel the history here. Valkorion had so much left to accomplish.
If he had his way, we'd all be dead.
Valkorion made to cool the paradise, until your Alliance destroyed it.
I know I wouldn't be here if I didn't want to help.
Then don't forget your place.
We've arrived. It calls out to us. It has slept for centuries, but knows the time to feed is approaching. Xildrog.
Call the others. We'll begin soon.
A According to reports, the Force has returned to Nathema since Valkorion's death. The process has left the planet unstable and violent, so we'll need to be cautious.
I've got the fleet rallied over Odessen in case we need to mobilize. Good luck, Commander.
This is where the coordinates pointed to, but...
Where are we?
Not Zildrog's location, evidently.
Sorry, I needed to meet somewhere the Order wouldn't notice. I managed to give them the slip, but we don't have much time.
They said I was crazy to trust you, but I knew you'd come back.
I don't know how I could deserve your trust. I have a lot of explaining to do. I heard rumors about the Order of Zildrog through my old underworld contacts. It took me months to even find them, and the whole time, they were watching us. By the time I learned the truth about Zildrog, it was almost too late. They learned too much. I had to slow them down long enough for the Alliance to catch up. I had to join them, work from the inside. The only way to get Ven Atreus to trust me was to betray you.
It wasn't the only way. Why didn't you come to me?
The Gemini droid was watching. I couldn't figure out how, but she was recording every word we said. Telling you would risk the whole operation. It needed the betrayal to look real. You can't imagine how hard it was, putting you through that. But I knew you were strong enough. I had faith in you.
So you infiltrated the Order and learned their plans. What are we up against?
They found Zildrog in one of the Emperor's vaults. Looks like Valkorion kept it on ice as a failsafe. The Order has nearly finished their final preparations. Once they activate Zildrog, it's the end of the Alliance.
I see them. The Alliance has arrived.
Already? How did they find us so quickly?
Theron Shan is among them. I warned you about him.
That deceitful scum. We'll have to begin ahead of schedule. Make sure the others are ready. Our new ally will take care of the Outlander.
I stalled them with false data for as long as I could, but we don't have much time. If we act now, we can stop the Order before they activate Zildrog. I set up blind spots so we can get through the vault mostly undetected.
We're supposed to trust you after what you've put us through. How do we know you're not leading us straight into the Order's hands?
I don't like it either. But right now, Theron's our best chance at stopping the Order.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Come on. We need to get moving.
Stars. Look at that.
Just don't look down. I know how you are.
I don't need your concern, Theron. Modern tech. I assume it belongs to the Order.
Took nearly their entire base with them when they left. Had me destroy what remained. Lana, I know I'm not exactly on your good side right now, but...
You should have told me your plans. We were supposed to be a team, Theron.
You had to be in the dark. That's what you told me in Rishi, wasn't it?
That's not...
We can discuss this later. Focus on the mission.
Hello, Commander. General Esith of the Imperial Army. I believe you knew my predecessor, General Rackham. That fool stumbled into a position I deserved, and now I'll succeed where he failed.
I'll ensure the Order eliminates you and your troublesome alliance. And when I return to the Empire, I'll be hailed as the hero Ragdan could never be. Your death will be my greatest accomplishment.
I've dedicated my life to keeping the galaxy safe from people like you.
Strange. The Order told me the same thing regarding you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a machine god to awaken. Enjoy the surprise I've left you.
Feel better now.
This is it. Zildrog is just up ahead. Get ready for a fight.
What is this?
You! Been wanting to do that for ages.
Organics fight so hard for their survival. But you are too late. The thrones have been filled. Zildrog is summoned.
What happened to these people?
They served a purpose they hadn't anticipated. Fuel for Zildrog's awakening. First, he will destroy the shackles that kept the enslaved Iokath. Then he will obliterate their pathetic alliance. As a reward, Atreus will play his part.
Innocent people don't have to die. Stop this now and we can save lives.
What are the lives of insects compared to the freedom of a perfect machine? Time has finally come. Zildrog awakens.
Not since I consumed this planet have I felt such hunger. Give me a target. Let me feed.
Execute Formation 2995.
What was that?
Commander! Things okay over there? Because they're definitely not okay here.
Zildrog was... How is this happening?
Hilo, get everyone off Odessen. Launch as many shuttles as you can.
That's a tall order, but I'll do my best.
Gathering power.
Inconvenient. It appears I'll have to eliminate them myself.
Destroy the power sources. Don't let Zildrog recharge.
Your attempts to survive are pointless.
This will help.
Your destruction is inevitable. I was free.
We need to shut Zildrog down before it has the chance to attack again. The tech involved shouldn't be too different from Tithe, so I think I can slice into it.
Baron, no!
Farron!
I sacrificed too much to let you ruin my last chance at vengeance. Zildrog will destroy Odessen, and you'll finally know how it feels to lose everything.
Your fight is with me, Atreus. No one else has to die.
Did you give Zakul the same consideration? You took everything from us! It's time to end this! Zildrog, lend me your power!
Consume our enemies, servants of the dragon.
Zildrog will not be stopped! Why is this happening?
Systems failing. I see darkness.
Theron's still alive, but just barely.
Couldn't even do that right. It looks like you've won again, Outlander. Like you always do. What are you waiting for? Strike the final blow. Be the hero yet again.
You didn't just threaten the Alliance. You endangered the galaxy, including Zakul. Let your own people decide your fate.
So be it.
I have a team headed your way now. We'll make sure Zakul gets their prisoner.
We don't have much time. Unless we get Theron to Odessen, he won't make it.
Call a shuttle. We're taking Theron home.
No Alliance casualties, minimal damage to Odessen, and we stopped an ancient machine from destroying half the galaxy. I'd say that's a win. Factions associated with members of the Order have offered their apologies. But the fact remains, the fleet and the gravestone, our two strongest weapons, are gone. The future of the Alliance is uncertain. What happened on Nathema is proof that we need change.
The galaxy fears us. With or without the fleet, we'll have no problem maintaining control.
If it were anyone else, I'd have doubts, but I've seen what you can do. After this, I imagine the Empire and Republic will double down on their war efforts. We may need to consider who we'll support when the time comes.
I hope you're comfortable working for the Republic.
As long as they're comfortable with my interrogation tactics. You know, it'll be nice to take a break from ruling the galaxy.
Oh, like you've ever taken a break in your life.
Theron.
It's been a while since I was last in this room. It's good to be back. Look, I know I put you through hell. I was reckless and stupid, and it almost cost us everything. I probably don't deserve the trust you showed me. But I did it to protect you and the Alliance. And if you'll have me, I'll work hard to earn a place at your side. So, what do you say? Are we still a team?
You risked your life for us. There's always a place for you here.
I don't know what I would have done if you'd said no. I have a lot of making up to do, but I'm here to stay, no matter what.
As am I. The Alliance may change, but we're not going anywhere. Everything is different now. But whatever the future holds for us, the three of us will face it. Together.
A mission to kill Jedi. It's been too long.
Few Jedi survived the war against Zakul. They've gone into hiding, scattered across the galaxy. The Sith are on our doorstep. This can mean only one thing.
Invasion.
Galactic war is imminent. We must align ourselves with the Republic or the Empire.
You speak to Darth Malora of the Dark Council, and your interruptions end now.
Wrong answer.
This war will be dark and brutal.
Enemy fighters, evade!
But we will stand against that darkness together.
I knew that the Alliance would flourish on Odessen, but I didn't expect this place to feel so much like home. You should be proud of what you've built here, and the allies you've gained.
I couldn't have done it without you.
You give me too much credit. The Alliance is still a formidable power, but we're not strong enough to face the Republic or the Empire. Unfortunately, a confrontation is inevitable. There are skirmishes in wild space, riots on Quesh. Galactic war is imminent. We can no longer afford neutrality. If the Alliance is to survive, we must align ourselves with the Republic or the Empire. Whatever you decide, we'll follow your lead.
You're right, Lana. Now's the time.
So who do you wish to support? The Republic or the Empire?
It's time I got back to the Republic.
Understood. I'll assist however I can. I'll reach out to my contacts in the SIS. I expect they'll contact you directly.
You'd love the Corellian sector. Best Starshine surprise on Nar Shaddaa. First round is on me. You finally made it. Could you bring me another K3? Wait, make that 2. Looking good, Commander. Leadership suits you. Did I ever mention how close I was to joining your alliance?
You were welcome anytime.
I appreciate the offer. Really. But the SIS, all the danger and secrecy, it's like a bad habit I can't kick. Give my regards to Theron, will you? He keeps dodging my calls. And I've never seen a guy in more desperate need of a night out. I'm glad you came to see me. The Republic and the Alliance have similar goals, and I think this partnership will benefit us both. A war is coming, whether we like it or not. We need to be prepared, and that means keeping fuel, food supplies, and raw materials out of Imperial hands. But more importantly, we need you to help put a positive spin on the whole thing. Flash your winning smile, inspire the troops. The usual.
Gather resources and boost morale. Simple enough.
Confident as ever. Once this mission is over, I'd love to take you out for a drink. Sparks are flying on Ossus, off in the Outer Rim. With a little help from you and the Alliance, the Republic could gain the upper hand. I'll make a few calls, set plans in motion. We should have more details once you're back on Odessen. Welcome back to the Republic, Commander.
Commander, thank you for taking the time to speak with me. Adenando Dipolis Derun. I oversee the Republic's deployments along the Parlimian hyperroute. I only wish we were speaking in person. I just brewed a truly invigorating blend of Gatalentan tea. Do you enjoy tea, Commander?
I do. I'm not sure I've tried that particular blend, though.
I'll have a case sent to you. The flavor is unmatched, though I'm told it can only truly be appreciated when shared. A beautiful planet, Catalenta. Its people are renowned for their long and steadfast support of the Jedi. It is the Jedi I wish to discuss with you today.
If you're looking for intel, I can't help you, General. The Alliance hasn't had any contact from the Jedi Order. Only a few scattered members.
You are not alone in that. Few Jedi survived the war against Sakul. They've gone into hiding, scattered across the galaxy. I'm not even sure how many council members remain.
Satele Shan is still alive. Have you contacted her?
I have, but it's been years since she led the Jedi. She couldn't help me. I did manage to learn of one surviving member of the Jedi Council. Master Nostral. My sources tell me he's in hiding, on the planet Ossus.
Not sure I've heard of it.
An ancient bastion of the Jedi Order. The Sith reduced it to a barren wasteland centuries ago. Apparently, Master Nostral took as many Jedi as he could find, and established a hidden colony on the planet with the help of civilian volunteers. Unfortunately, the colony doesn't seem to be hidden any longer. I've tracked Imperial forces moving through the area. I believe the Jedi are in grave danger.
What's the best way to help them, General?
I knew you were the one to contact. The Jedi colony is completely off the grid, and any warning I try to send will only lead the Sith directly to them. Ossus is at the far end of the Parlemian hyperroute, practically the Empire's front door. I have no official authority to intervene. I'm gathering the resources to launch reinforcements regardless. But without authorization, it's taking time. Time the Jedi may not have. You aren't bound by Republic regulations. You can help faster than I can. Please, travel to Ossus. Protect the Jedi until my forces can arrive. They need our help.
I'll head for Ossus right away, General. You can count on me.
I'm very glad to hear it. I'll forward the coordinates for the Jedi settlement. There is one final catch. Initially, you must go with a light force, perhaps even alone. Approaching with an attack group of any significance is sure to provoke a massive Imperial escalation long before I can respond in kind.
Understood. I'll go it alone until you're ready to launch a joint operation.
May the Force be with you, Commander. I hope to be sharing the next cup with you in person very soon.
Likewise, General.
The General is very shrewd. Going in alone is the best move here. I'll have a shuttle prepared, something small and stealthy.
Wish I could go along. Nostoral is an old friend of mine. It'd be good to see him again.
We'll have you on your way to Ossus as soon as possible. May the Force serve you well.
Hello there. I'm afraid you're going in the wrong direction.
I'm the commander of the Alliance. I've come to help.
Commander of the what? Doesn't matter.
This looks like an evacuation. So you know the Imperials are here?
Yes, we don't know how many there are, but they have serious resources. If they're here, it's for a major fight, and we can't afford to give them one.
Civilians and non-essentials are loading up first. Who calls a doctor a non-essential when there's a fight brewing? You ask me, the Jedi have lost their minds.
I'm looking for the one in charge, Nostoral. Do you know where I can find him?
A guest looking for me. What a strange day this has been. I'll be with you in just a moment. Dr. Kimball, Nadia, how go the shuttle preparations?
We'd be a lot further along if we hadn't borrowed so many of the shuttle's parts for the colony systems. It's going to be hours before we can launch.
So do you know our new arrival? The commander of the... something? Or other?
I command the Alliance. We overthrew the Eternal Empire, and now we're helping the Republic, which means helping you.
Sounds like a lot's happened since we cut our communications.
Which helped to keep us hidden all this time. You commanded Havoc Squad for many years, didn't you? I always hoped we would meet so that I could better document your accomplishments. It's probably time you had a chapter all your own, but that will have to wait. The Sith are on our doorstep. I formed this colony to safeguard the Jedi and their teachings for the future. Now, we must abandon it to serve that same goal.
Republic reinforcements are coming. We just have to hold out until they get here.
We welcome any help they can offer. But until they arrive, our plan must remain the same. We have to get these shuttles ready as soon as possible.
Do you have a new hiding place in mind?
Somewhere further, more remote. I once read claims of a forgotten Jedi world deep within the unknown regions. Perhaps we'll seek it out.
Perimeter alarms. They're coming again. I'm on my way to handle it.
Yes. Take backup this time.
Backup? I got all the backup I need right here.
Commander, this is Tau Adair, our head of security. Would you be willing to join her in holding off the enemy as we complete our preparations?
Whatever's out there, we can handle it. Do what you need to do.
We'll leave you to it then. Nadia, Dr. Kimball, let's see how the farming crews are doing.
What did your sensors pick up? Imperial soldiers? Sith?
Neither. The imps are just toying with us. The old man's pretty sure they're being led by a Sith named Melora. Melora's into biology, genetic manipulation, Sith alchemy, blah blah blah. She makes monsters. For us, she's cooked up some kind of mutated Geonosians. Hyper-aggressive, heavily armored, psychotic Geonosians. With weapons. Making their way toward the colony in swarms.
You said Nostoral had an idea about who's running the operation. Melora?
He's got profiles on all of the major Sith, their specialties, favorite meals, everything. If he says it's Melora, odds are he's right. She doesn't care about strategy or conquest. She wants to control life itself. For Melora, war is just a test for her creations. Ossus is riddled with old, buried ruins. The mutants like to cut through them to approach unseen. We get out there and collapse a few tunnels, they'll be cut off, and the colonists will have a lot more time to move.
Then let's get to it.
After you, Commander.
How long have you been living at the colony?
Since the beginning. Almost 5 years now. 5 years of peace and quiet. We had a good run. Of course, it took me nearly 2 of those years just to relax. I was sure someone would show up looking for blood. They always do.
How many Jedi were left after the war with Zakuul?
We honestly aren't sure. After the Republic surrendered, the old man didn't want to risk getting an accurate count with names, in case Zakuul got a hold of it. So, we all went to ground, to watch, wait, and rebuild. Not my first choice, but I see the wisdom in it.
Do you know where the rest of the Jedi are?
There were still contingents on Tython and Ilum last we checked. Didn't bother calling the Green Jedi, they'd never leave Corellia. Most are probably hiding in groups, in far-off planets like we did. Or walking their own paths, following the Force. That was my plan, originally.
Who changed your mind?
The old man. He's always understood me best. He convinced me that this was where I needed to be, and I think he was right. Let's take one more look around before we set off the charges. There's gotta be something here the old man would want. Last one.
You've seen your share of combat, I can tell.
More than most, more than they ever trained us for. My first battle was Corellia. I flew in on a transport with 5 of the Jedi, one of the ones with the open sides, you know. The pilot took us in low, between the buildings. We're in midair, and this Sith Lord, he just jumps right into the transport. Red lightsaber in each hand. 5 of my oldest friends were dead before they could even blink.
I can't imagine what that must have been like for you. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, everyone always is. The Sith had turned toward the pilot before my friends even hit the floor. I was behind him before he ever knew I was there. I nailed him with both hands. Hit the nerve clusters that run just over the ribs, felt them crack. He dropped both lightsabers on reflex. I don't remember where the grenade came from, must have been his. I smashed it right into his mouth and shoved him back out of the transport.
He was a killer. You had to stop him.
Yes. And somehow, I keep ending up in that same situation. Again and again. Let's check in with the old man.
Now, what's your status?
We've closed all the tunnels we could find. Sending coordinates now. Any chance you could backtrack to their source on some of the old maps?
Of course. Let's see. Yes, here we are. They were all part of a residential structure that must have largely collapsed centuries ago. I'm sending coordinates for the structure's main entrance. If you can seal that, the mutants' hidden approaches will be cut off completely.
Do you have the evacuation shuttles ready yet?
They're close, and we have most of the essentials packed and ready. Keep up the good work on your end, and we'll have nothing to worry about. The entrance you're closing is located in an area our archaeologists never fully cataloged. If you find anything of interest, please do your best to recover it.
Will do. Tau out. Ready when you are. when the warriors go down. They're putting off some kind of sport. It seems weaker when we take down the warriors. Focus on the swarm.
Looks like we're finished here.
I can't get the old man on the holo. We better head back and make sure nothing's happened.
Our sensors are being jammed, along with our communications, both short and long range. Disruptions like this can mean only one thing.
Invasion.
The Empire will come in earnest now. This doesn't fit Melora's pattern. She never bothered to disable enemy communications during her siege of Nantoon. Something very strange is happening. We have to move quickly. Many of our people are still outside the colony. Some at the farms, and the rest at the ancient library. We should split up.
You don't need to act like we have a choice, old man. No way you're leaving this planet without seeing that library one more time.
We can handle evacuating the farms, then meet you at the library afterward. Your people will get out of here safely, Master. I promise.
The first shuttles will start launching while we gather the stragglers. They could send a distress signal once they escape the jamming zone.
I'll get you General Daeroon's direct frequency. He's the best person to contact.
I'm sure the Republic's just gonna sweep in and save the day.
Even if they merely pick up our evacuation craft, it would be a huge help. I'll pass the information on. Thank you, Commander. Before you go, Tao, we need to finish our discussion about your Padawan.
Now? Really? This feels like a good time.
It is always a good time to learn, teach, and grow.
We already had this discussion, which is why I don't have a Padawan. You don't want more Jedi like me. One is bad enough.
You think that if so many good Jedi die and you survive, then you must not be a good Jedi. You think that the reason you've survived, your skill in battle, is the only skill you've mastered, so you must be a bad Jedi. But the only lesson you need to learn is that you are more than the killer you see in yourself. Teach, and you will see just how much more.
I can't speak for the Master here, but I'd be very glad to work with more Jedi like you, Tao.
Thanks, I'll think about it. All right. Now can we get on with the task at hand?
Very well. You check on the farms, I'll check on the library. And we'll meet afterward to select your Padawan.
Damn it, old man.
May the Force be with you.
That should do it. Let's find Nadia and the others.
Can't just leave. Not now.
You have to. Take the others and get moving. I can handle a few Sith.
We're here to help.
Tau! Commander, you're just in time. See, Zarios? Now we can handle whatever the Empire throws at us.
It's not about you. If the Imps land a single shot on D9 before he finishes, we'll lose everything.
What do you mean?
All of our data! We grew crops in a radioactive wasteland. What we've learned could increase crop yields all across the Republic. Imagine how many people we could feed.
We'll handle it, Zarios. We need you to head to the shuttles and get everyone loaded up. The faster the better.
D9 won't get a scratch. You can trust us.
If you're wrong, if something happens...
Imperials coming in fast. Get moving, Zarios. I won't say it again.
All right. Let's go.
Everyone okay?
Good here. I'm glad we got Zarios and the others out of here. That a bit exciting. D9, were you able to get the files?
Get this back to the colony right away, Nadia. Make sure the Republic gets a copy.
Of course. I'm never gonna let Zarios live this one down. Speaking of, I'd better catch up with him and the rest of the crews. Make sure they get back to the colony safely. Really appreciate the help, Commander. We're lucky you joined us when you did. I'll meet you both back at the shuttles.
We should hurry to the old library. If they sent a force like this just for some farms, there's no telling how many troops they sent there.
Are you all right, Tal? Is there anything you want to talk about?
These weren't a bunch of brainless monsters, not like the Geonosians. But fighting them, killing them, it didn't really feel all that different.
We're fighting an enemy that wants to destroy everything we care about. It doesn't always feel good, but we can't let them win.
I suppose you're right. Let's get moving. On it.
There must be something. Something. Somewhere. Where?
Drop your weapon. Now.
Such a mess. Always such a blasted mess with him.
Where is Nostoral? What have you done to him?
What? Oh, the Jedi. Over there somewhere. But you're rather too late to help him, I think.
Wrong answer.
This is your last chance, Sith. Surrender.
Tiresome. Ignorant. You speak to Darth Malora of the Dark Council. And your interruptions end now. Die and be silent, fools!
There's something different about these mutants. Watch out! That Geonosian is healing the other somehow. Take it down!
Insipid creatures! You truly are useless! Enough! You will not win! You cannot win!
Melora's barrier has failed! Now's our chance!
Fools! Ignorant fools!
He's alive. Barely, but he's alive.
Truly? Lord Malgus has lost his edge.
Malgus.
Oh yes, this is all his handiwork. I would never make such a mess of a library, even one belonging to a Jedi. Malgus usurped my entire operation. A veritable ballet of predatory evolution, discarded in favor of the bludgeoning fists of a toddler.
That's impossible. Malgus is dead. I was there.
Apparently, you should have been more thorough. Malgus is alive, here on this planet. Though operational might be more accurate. A machine with pieces of a desiccated Sith Lord bolted into it hardly deserves to be called alive. Life is far more variable, more adaptable, capable of true change, and thus true power. The Force is life, and only life can truly command its depth.
Will you shut up? Malgus or not, we have to get the old man back to the colony, now.
We'll find a way to move him safely and head straight for the colony.
The dig team used hover sleds when they were working in here. We'll find one and use that to carry him.
You realize Malgus is on his way to burn your colony to the ground, yes? He could hardly say he finished my work if he leaves it standing. That would be the now.
30 seconds to objective, my lord. Enemy fighters, evade!
Good afternoon, Commander. Before you ask, rest assured. I brought tea.
You have great timing, General. We can't thank you enough.
I only wish we could have been here sooner.
Can you bring medics to our position? We have urgently wounded people here.
Right away. We'll evacuate everyone to the colony. Medical and support teams are landing as we speak. Daerun out.
I'll just be going then.
I don't remember saying you could leave.
Taking me prisoner will waste time, and personnel that you'll need to treat the wounded, like your friend here. I'm sure I'm not worth the effort.
I think a prisoner like you could tell us a lot of interesting things about Malgus and the Empire's plans.
Tiresome.
Thanks to the distress calls, we were able to sweep in and pick up all of the evacuation shuttles before the Empire could deploy pickup teams of their own.
That's a huge relief. We can never thank you enough, General.
All too happy to help. All evacuees will be transported to safety in Republic space. I know of some settlements on Tanab that could put good farmers to use, if any are interested.
Your help is greatly appreciated, General.
Speaking of farms, I have already forwarded your data to a friend of mine, an outstanding Shatej player from the Agriculture Administration. They tell me the information from your farms is likely to revolutionize our entire logistical structure. Countless millions may be fed thanks to your efforts.
I'm glad I could help.
Any chance your fighters got Malgus in the attack?
It's possible, but seems a bit too much to hope for. Darth Malgus back on the front lines. This is a dark day for the Republic. We caught him off guard this time. I doubt we'll be so lucky again.
We beat Malgus before. We can beat him again.
With your help, I believe it.
Is he all right? Did he make it?
Nostral's wounds were severe. Cauterized perforation of the upper ventricle, ocular damage from oxygen exposure, catastrophic muscular and nerve damage to the left forearm. Fortunately, he received treatment from the most brilliant, skilled, and handsome doctor in the entire galaxy, so he's gonna pull through.
That's great to hear. Good work, Doc.
Anyone else need patching up? I'm on a roll.
Thank you, Doc. I mean it.
That's what I do.
The soldiers are still digging through some of the worst of the damage to the library. Torel, Reyna, and Z are still missing, and I can't sense them. That makes 15. I'll update again when we finish clearing the rubble.
The old man was right to bring us here. We needed this time to heal. And to remember what makes us Jedi. We've hidden long enough. The evil of the Sith doesn't stop just because we aren't there to oppose them. Quite the opposite. I'm no master, and I can't speak for the Order, but I can say this. The Republic needs the help of the Jedi. So let me be the first to volunteer.
I am deeply honored to accept. I'll have quarters prepared for any Jedi who wish to join you aboard my flagship.
We're already packed, and I think this will end up being a much more worthy destination. Commander, thank you. Without you, this would have been a much darker day for us all.
I'm always glad to help out the Jedi.
We're lucky to have friends like you. May the Force be with you.
When the dawn came, the Zell awakened and saw the tongs upon the high place and were afraid. For the morning light caught the glint of helms and weapons and created phantom warriors made of dazzle and distance. But the cleverest of them were not deceived. The Empire thought they could make this a grand first strike in their renewed war against us. They hoped to destroy the Jedi, to destroy us with fear before we ever face them in open battle. Thanks to you, they failed. The Jedi are renewed allies of the Republic. Our people have seen that the Sith are vulnerable whenever we stand united. This war will be dark and brutal and vicious. But we will stand against that darkness together. Together, we will win.
All right, looks like we've got just about everyone. How are we doing?
Internal security remains solid. I've caught 3 Imperial spies since Ossus. 2 attempted to enlist, and the other presented herself as a merchant seeking new trade relations. Unfortunately, they fled before they could be caught and interrogated about their specific objectives.
It's good to know we're still so popular.
I suppose that's one way of looking at it.
My assets have brought in solid intel from all of the major battles along the front lines. I'll keep forwarding everything to Bay-1 for analysis.
My people are using that intel to create new write-ups for the major field commanders on both sides. Should help us predict strategic probabilities going forward. Until we get a specific request for aid, I've deployed our fleet in a defensive posture around Odessen. Speaking of ships, one of our frigates went AWOL. The crew is ex-Imperial, so we're pretty sure they're heading back home. I can't blame them for not sticking around to fight their old allies, but that ship wasn't theirs to take. How should I deal with them?
Track them down, but stick with your ion cannons. I only want the ship back. The crew members are free to go where they like.
Understood. Once our people have retaken the frigate, they'll drop the crew off at the closest neutral port.
Nothing so dramatic occurring in our science lab. Improvements to Odessen's planetary shields have been successfully completed.
All right. Hilo?
We've had to step up security for my crews. Piracy is becoming a bigger problem on their runs. Lucky for us, you're friends with Mandalore. Now that word's spread that her people are riding along, nobody messes with our transports.
Good to hear. Anything else?
Me and the crew have been running one of the old Thrantic Corvettes. We're patrolling the route between here and Zakul. It's bad over there. Some of the city spires have closed themselves off completely. Others are actually taking shots at each other. And those gangsters from the exchange? They're moving in all over the place. Nearly half the provisional government is tied to them somehow. I know they want to go their own way. But Zakul is my home. It's home for a lot of our people. I think we should try to help.
How do you think we could help them?
The most important thing is to get the exchange out of there. The Knights are practically non-existent now. There's no law. I know it's not our place to go after them on Zakul. So let's go after them before they get there. Give me 3 extra ships, and we'll intercept any exchange members we find headed for Zakul. Without any muscle or bribes to back them up, they'll crumble.
Sounds like a good plan. The ships are yours, Koth.
Thank you. Gonna enjoy taking those scumbags down.
Sana Ray is touring the reconstruction efforts on Voss, so I believe we're finished.
I'd like to say a few words before we end the meeting.
Yes, Commander?
I want to thank you all for standing by me. We have survived so much, overcome so much. That was only possible because of all of you. The galaxy is as chaotic as ever, but if we stand by one another, we'll find our way through.
You can count on us. There was one final matter for you. We received a message from Alec Raynon, a reporter for a Republic news network. He'd like to speak when you have a moment. I've loaded his frequency into your holocom.
Thought we could use a moment alone. Have to say, it feels good to work with the Republic again. We spent so many years dealing with Suresh and people like her. It's easy to lose faith. To forget what we all signed up for in the first place. The Republic might finally be ready to live up to its own standards. I'm glad to be a part of it.
The Republic has always been my home. Feels good to be back after so long.
Plus, Coruscant has way better restaurants than Dromund Kaas. I'm glad we could talk. I'll catch you later.
Commander, what a pleasure. Alec Rainin, Republic News Network. Your little comeback has everybody talking. Would you like to join the conversation?
What do you have in mind exactly?
Oh, nothing too formal. You, me, and a friendly conversation about the Alliance and the Republic. I think it would boost morale for people to hear about how you're going to win this nasty old war for us. How about it?
Count me in. Where should we meet?
We film in a studio on Carrot Station. Meet me there when you're ready.
Jonas, did you set up this interview request?
Of course not. But I'll pull some strings. I'll make sure you get a nice big audience. This is a great chance to inspire the people of the Republic. Don't forget to dress sharp.
Commander, welcome. Follow me and we'll get started. Our studio's just this way.
Live in 3, 2...
Welcome back to Republic News. I'm your host, Alec Rainin. Our guest tonight is a decorated veteran of the Republic Army and the one-time leader of the elite Havoc Squad. But nowadays you're simply known as the Commander, leader of the alliance that overthrew the Zakulian Empire, a hero to the entire galaxy. How does it feel to return to the Republic?
It feels great, Alec. I'm excited to move forward and bring the Alliance closer to the Republic.
Glad to hear it. Some people in your position might have felt abandoned given the Republic's treaty with Zakul precluded any official support for the Alliance. And despite those difficult circumstances, you remained loyal. You supported the Republic's efforts on Iokath, for example. Why is that?
I could never abandon the Republic. I had to help them, no matter the risk.
As you've proven since then. At the request of Republic personnel, you defended the Jedi colony on Ossus when it came under Imperial attack. It was during that attack that we learned of the survival of Darth Malgus, possibly the Empire's most feared battle commander. How did his reappearance make you feel?
Another day, another crazy Sith Lord.
Simple as that, then? I'm afraid we're just about out of time, so let's get to the heart of things. The war against the Sith Empire. Can we win?
With the Alliance joining forces with the Republic, the Empire doesn't stand a chance.
I like the sound of that. Any final comments before we wrap up?
The Republic is a place where all the people of the galaxy come together to create something greater than ourselves. If we're going to win, we'll do it by working together to bring out the best in everyone.
Inspiring words indeed. Thank you so much to our special guest. I'm Alec Rainin. Good night, and stay strong.
Transmission complete.
Great show. We'll have to bring you back again soon.
Great work, Commander. You looked good, and you sounded even better.